morning, Transfans! Well, after, I believe it's 2 weeks that we're not live, we're live again. And of course, I miss you, Transfans. And we are here in Porac, Pampanga. And of course, for tonight, you will be watching the Queen of Queens 2024 here at Barangay. Well, let me double check it. All right, well, we're here at Barangay Babusakan, Porac, Pampanga. Well, we have 10 candidates who are vying for the crown tonight. And one thing that I am just so excited is that these 10 candidates will make sure that will give us a good show and of course a good performances, of course. So to all our viewers out there, to all our trans fans, sit back and relax, and we promise to give you the best live stream to the best that we can. Well, I don't want to make this long. I am your host, Stacy Doroteo, and this is brought to you by Transfans. Enjoy watching. Are you all excited, Transfans? Well, I am so excited because I'm going to see our 10 candidates in their national costume, in their creative costume. So Transfans, watch and be amazed with our 10 lovely candidates. Good luck, ladies! Palokpakan dyan? Wala bang masigabong sigawan dyan? Marami pong salamat. Beauty is not always about having a pretty face. It's all about having a pretty mind, having a pretty heart, and having a pretty soul. Standing before you is a 24 years old stunner, all the way from Guevara, La Paz, Tarlac, a graduate of Tourism Hotel and Restaurant Operations in Subic Colleges Incorporated, cum laude. Totoo po yun. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. This is Billy Labitanyadaw in real life, the first representative of province of Tarlac on It Showtime's Miss Q&A, and a lucky girl who was able to cross over from ABS-CBN going to GMA, as I was able to represent the province of Tarlac to one of the most prestigious competitions in the national television, which is in Super Serena on Eat Bulaga. But tonight, since this is a battle of screen name, allow me to carry the image of the young, the fresh, and the gorgeous. Ang babaeng minsan yung minahal bilang si Pinang. Ang babaeng minsan yung minahal dahil sa kanyang tatlong bibe. Yes, ako nga po ang nag-iisang si Miss Erich Gonzalez. Miss Erich Gonzalez na nag-iiwan ng isang kasabihang aanhin ko ang aking kagandahan
kung hindi ko matitikman ang inyong kapitan. Kap, baka naman. Isa lang. Joke lamang po, and I hope you guys will enjoy the show. And I'm happy to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and I am your candidate number 1. Thank you.
Ang baba ng mic. Hi, hello, and mabuhay. Kumusta po kayo? I spent almost half of my life living in Baguio City. Pero napagtanto ko na pusong Pilipino po pala ako. Char. This costume was made by Jess Mangaron and Eds Castillo to pay tribute to our brothers and sisters from Baguio City. This is a modern Filipiniana panagbanga costume showcasing the beauty and festive of our culture, the Philippines. My name is Ms. Yuki Ito, a 16-year-old stunner. Okay. 17. Let's not talk about age tonight because this is a battle of beauty, talent, and brain. Wala po akong gagayahing artista ngayong gabi dahil naniniwala po ako na sa mata ng mga hurado, may kanya-kanya kaming ganda. Magkakatulo na lang sa amoy ng hininga. Charot lang po, ang tanging hiling ko lang po ay maging masaya ang lahat ng nandirito ngayong gabi. And it's good to be back! Porac, Pampanga, palakpakan! Ganyan, kailangan mataas ang energy ng lahat para good vibes ang buhay. Thank you and enjoy the show.
and esteemed guests. I am Win Marcellus Machas, 18 years of age, residing from the history hub of Central Luzon, where Burador Festival is celebrated, Bagak, Bataan. And the national costume that I am now wearing is inspired by the masaganang ani of each and every Bata Enias. And since tonight is a pageant, allow me to carry the image of our one and only Miss Julia Montes, who believes that we can all change the world by planting seeds of love and acceptance. Thank you and mabuhay.
Wala po bang palakpakan dyan? Wala rin po bang hiyawan dyan? Marami pong salamat. Well, I always believe that many has been part of history, but only few can bend history itself. On this night of spectacle and public display, we, transgender, bend history. And that will be forever our story. By the way, my real name is Isumi Quinones, 17 years old stoner, who truly all the way where the Biba Pit Senior is celebrated and Lakbayao Festival is originated. From the home of the generous people of Tondo, Manila. And tonight, allow me to tantalize myself into a little bit of sexy, a little bit of hot, glamorous, elite, beauty queen. I am your Miss Earth Air 2023, Miss Eliana Marie Aduana. At bago ko lisanin ang harap ninyo, mag-iiwan lamang po ako ng tatlong masarap sa mundo. Una, pagkain. Pangalawa, pera. Pangatlo, ako. At kung hindi kayo naniniwala sa pangatlo, text nyo ko pag walang tao sa bahay nyo. 0929-622-4427. Again, 0929-622-4427. Again, 0929-622-4427. Open for all TM and Globe subscribers. Good evening.
of ours, where I presently reside at Cabanatuan City, province of Nueva Ecija. But then again, I'd like to say, pahingi naman dyan ng palakpakan! Hiyawan! Iba talaga ang porak magtanggap ng bisita. Kaya naman, I'd like to humbly congratulate first the organizer. What a fabulous production. Grabe yung likod. Hindi basta-basta. Ang ganda. Congratulations and to all the officials, of course, to the honorable panel. Good evening. I am Matrica May Matmat Centino, an AB Mass Communication graduate from the Leyte Normal University. Where being a transgender woman in the society is not to diminish our humanity. Our only purpose in living is to love and to be loved, to contribute and be prosperous. Originally and proudly representing from the Waray-Waray community of Leyte and Samar, Philippines, distinguished panel of the Board of Judges, ma'am, sir, and to all the audience tonight, let me stand by the name of you once a sexy, controversial vlogger, actress, at laging nagtatanong, meron ba kayong lemon? Ha? Meron ba kayong lemon? Gusto ko ng... I am your Mami Tony or Oni Fowler na laging nagpapaalala ang tunay na reyna kahit kabuwanan niya, rumarampa pa. Malaki, mataba, payat, anuman ang iyong itsura, wala pong silbing iyong pagiging guwapo o maganda hanggat di ka man lang nag-iwan ng magandang ligasiya. Kaya let's just enjoy the night dahil to be a queen, it's not counting your crowns. It's the humility always and kindness and respecting the odds. Kahit ano ang maging desisyon. That is why let's just enjoy a night and of course, happy fiesta from the bottom of my heart. God bless everyone and more than saying thank you and being grateful, I'd like to say, and I love you all.
society's ideas of beauty, the most important thing for me is to stay true to the woman I was created to be, making sure to express the highest and truest expression of myself with love, respect, and dignity. Mabuhay, Porac, Pampanga! Good evening, judges. This is Queen Ading Quinones, 18, from Tondo, Manila. A bona fide member and one of the representative of the most active LGBTQA+ organization in the whole Metro Manila, the UDM Bahaghari. A pageantology 101 ambassadress and one of the faces of a trans queen. But tonight, this is a pageant. Allow me to use the name of our very own pride, Miss Universe 2022, Miss Arbony Gabriel. Miss Arbony Gabriel po na nagsasabing, don't hide your pride. Be unique and spread your wings.
But the goodness and the greatness of the heart will definitely last for a lifetime. By the way, my name is Miss Mikay Bautista, just only 19 years old stunner, who truly all the way last, ang probinsyang babalik-balikan, Bulacan. And yes, I am your Miss International Queen, Philippines, fourth runner-up. And I'm very proud and humble to say that I am your recently crowned Queen Philippines, Queen International. But tonight, since this is a pageant, please do allow me to carry the image of your one and only, your Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Yes, I am your Miss Rabia Mateo. Miss Rabia Mateo na nag-iiwan ng kasabihang hindi bastos, ngunit inyong kapupulutan ng aral. Na mahirap hong magpakababae, kundi ka ho tunay na babae. At mahirap din hong magpakalalaki, kundi ka ho tunay na lalaki. Ngunit mas mahirap magpakatao, kundi kay tuturi at respeto bilang isang tao. And always remember, wearing a costume is not all about how big or small it is. It's how you wear it. Thank you.
Sa nilayo-layo po ng aking pinanggalingan, wala po bang palakpakan dyan? Wala rin po bang hiyawan dyan? Marami pong salamat. I always believe that the best thing to be accepted is just to be yourself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. A girl standing before you is a fresh and indeed innocent, just only 21 years old sinner. And I am very proud and humble because I am your It Showtime Miss Q&A Season 3 Queen of the Multibex First Runner-Up. My name is Miss Karen Montesilio and I am all the way where the place that you can experience just like a silver lining. Yes, I am all the way from Tondo, Manila. But tonight, since this is a beauty pageant, allow me to stand by the name of your one and only. I am the only girl who captured the heart of Mr. Ronnie Alante. Opo, tama po kayong lahat. Ako po si Amy. At minsan si baby sa pira-pirasong paraiso. Bakit hindi niyo po sabay-sabay subukang palakpakan at hiyawan ang nag-iisang kawangis ni Binibining Liza Andalio? And I always believe si Bis Amar Amor. If you want to be loved, learn how to love. And if you want to be respected, learn how to respect. Judges, I am your candidate number 8. Mark my number because I will give you the best show. And I'm not.
essence of being a gay is not only to diminish our humanity, because the only purpose of living in this world is to love and to be loved, to respect and to be respected, to contribute and to be prosperous. Standing before your very eye is a fresh 21 years old stunner, nor a beginner, but nor also a beauty queen. But I am proud to say that I am a member of the bisexual community who aim your love, respect, and acceptance here in our society. My name is J.R. Marcelo Banson Baluyot in real life. A graduate as a Bachelor of Science in Architecture at Bataan Peninsula State University. But tonight, please do allow me to carry the image of your one and only, your Miss Universe 2015. But hindi niyo po sabay-sabay palakpakan at hiyawan si Binibining Miss Pia. Where's back? Binibining Pia Worsback po na nag-iiwan po sa inyo ng kasabihan na kung saan pawang parte lamang po ng ating kasiyahan ngayong gabi. Sa mga kalalakihan po na narito ngayong gabi, imbis na mambabae kayo, mamakla na lang kayo. Pag sa babae, syempre tsak, gagastos ka. Pag nanligaw ka, bumili ka ng tsokolate, bulaklak at cake, Matik siya, kagastos ka. Pero pag sa aming mga bakla, higa ka lang. Tuwid, kamay pati mga paa. Minsan pa po, napapatirik pa ang inyong mga mata. Tsak, pagising mo, may 10,000 ka na. May Mio ka na. With iPhone 16 Pro Max ka pa. At hindi lamang po iyan, para naman po sa mga kababaihan, pag kayo'y nangangati. Pumitas lamang po ng kapirasong dahon ng gabi. Ikaskas nyo po sa inyong mga tanggal ang kati, ngunit maga ang maraming salamat.
Sa pihikang puso ni Daniel Padilla. Bakit di po natin sabay-sabay palakpakan at hiyawan si Binibining Andrea Brillantes. And Miss Andrea Brillantes, nag-iwan po sa isang kataga. Pag ang nanay nyo ay ngumiti ng matamis, sigurado sumahod sa 4-piece. Pero pag si nanay laging galit, sigurado talo yan sa tong it. And honorable panel, tonight I am very proud to say that my costume is inspired by one of the festivities of the Philippines, the Bangus Festival of Tagupa City. Thank you very much.
Casual wear is next. Well, our 10 candidates will show us different colors of casual, and it's parade of casual. So to all our 10 candidates, just enjoy this moment like I always say, because it's just casual wear. What I mean is, you just have to be casual. You just have, the judges must just see on your face that you're just enjoying what you are wearing. So to all our 10 candidates, hello there and good luck. And of course, I want to shout out to all our trans fans watching right now. My mom, hi mom, for watching. Nairdi Fernandez. And of course, Mama Montelava Diaz, Mama Angel Montelava Diaz for my gown last event. Thank you so much. I love you. Trans fans, enjoy watching. And you are still watching Queen of Queens 2024, and I am with the gorgeous, of course. Well, everyone that I'm interviewing is all gorgeous. Yangla Victoria.
Hello, everyone. Hello, trans fans. Thank you so much for gracing this event with us. I really missed you.
Well, I miss you. Well, I believe the last time that I saw you was in Mascarena, and this is the first time that I see you again. So, how's the Mascarena so far? How's the journey? Well, congratulations for winning as a first runner-up. Okay.
Thank you very much. For me, actually, when I got first runner-up, it was actually an ecstatic or bright moment because I get to come back the next year. I know that a lot of contestants would say you have to take a rest, but for me, I really love Bacolod City. Mascarena is a different pageant. When they say Mascarena, it means there's experience, there's food, there's camaraderie, there's sisterhood, and at the same time, it's a pageant, but you don't feel the pressure of the pageant. That's why I always come back year after year after year. And looking forward to next year, I hope, of course, for the crown. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, definitely. Well, it's Billietta who will be answering in a few moments. Well, Yang, congratulations, of course, and hoping for you to win the crown tonight.
Yes, thank you very much. Praying,
Yes.
hoping.
Promise me that I'll be interviewing you again later.
I promise.
Let's hope.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank you so much.
Here's our question, Queen number 1. What does empowerment mean to you? And how can LGBTQIA plus people empower themselves in a society that may not always be accepting? Again, what does empowerment mean to you? And how can LGBTQIA plus people empower themselves in a society that may not always be accepting?
For the benefit of the judges, here's the question. All right. Thank you so much. The question is, what does empower mean to me? For me, empowerment is allowing yourself to let other people grow, develop, and indulge whatever talent they have in themselves. And I believe that I have the option to empower one another or one person, either a member of an LGBTQ community or a member of heterosexuals, in a form of letting them do what they would want to do. Simply because if we are allowing these people to do whatever they want to do, if we are allowing these people to express what they would want to express, if we allow these people to be able to showcase whatever they have, then that's showcasing empowerment. If we are the reason why these people are not able to showcase themselves, that means that we are empowering them. So to the audience that we have here tonight, I hope that my message is clear. If you would just allow us to choose whatever we want to be, then we can do better. We can succeed. We can definitely do more in this society. This society is not yet fully accepting, but I believe that if we are allowing each and every one to be empowered, then everyone will be empowered. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much. Queen number 1, Ms. Erich Gonzalez, and I proceed to the backstage for you to prepare for the swimsuit competition. We shall now move on to Queen number 2, Ms. Yuki Ito. Good evening, Queen, and welcome back to Porac, Pampanga. Nice to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Napakaagang question and answer, di ba?
I know.
So alam ko you're always ready for the question. So here's your question. Sa ating may wagang raffle, online roulette or online spinner. Ang daming questions. What would you recommend to LGBTQIA+ people who face discrimination in healthcare settings? Again, what would you recommend to LGBTQIA+ people who face discrimination in healthcare settings?
This is actually a tough question because as we all know that when it comes to health, nagkakaroon talaga ng discrimination, not just with the LGBT community, pero sa mayaman at sa mahirap. But then again, focusing on this thing, LGBT people, you are human too. You deserve the health care. Kayo mismo ang pupunta sa isang lugar upang magpa-check ng inyong sarili. Nasa sa inyo ang desisyon. Don't let them ruin your life. Kayo mismo, nasa inyong puso, nasa inyong katawan kung paano nyo ipepresenta ang sarili nyo sa harap ng mga doktor, sa harap ng mga nurses. It's up to you. And I guess it's about time that our government would focus in the health of the LGBTQIA+ community. Dahil marami po sa mga miyembro ng komunidad na ito ay what? Teachers, lawyers, workers. We are all equal in our society. So I hope tonight, kung meron man pong mga representative dito na nakaupo sa government, please allow the LGBT community to have the equal rights as you have. That will be all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, team number 2, Miss Yuki Ito. Moving on with our team number 3, Miss Julia Montes. Palakpakan naman natin. Team number 3, Julia Montes. So, Miss Julia, how tall are you? Napakatangkad naman, Miss Julia.
The last time that I checked, my height was 5'8", going to 5'9", and now, I really don't know.
Napakatangkad and napaka-sexy. All right. So, here's our question, Miss Julia Montes. Question is, how can LGBTQIA leaders advocate for strong laws and protection against discrimination in the Philippines? Again, how can LGBTQIA+ leaders advocate for strong laws and protection against discrimination in the Philippines?
Thank you so much. Well, first and foremost, to be a leader, you have to run first. And people vote you for your will, for your advocacy, and for the things that you will be able to do for the society and community. And now, as you are a part of this, as you are part of the position, or you are in that position, what you have to do is stick to your will and to your advocacy. Always remember that you said that to the community or to the society that you are surrounded. And now that you are in the position, you have to make that promise, or you need to make that statement become a reality. Because always remember, we do not run just for the position. We do run because we know that we have a purpose and we want to serve our community purposely and wholeheartedly. So I hope that everyone who aspire to be a leader, I hope we are able to take our words into an action. That will be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Queen number 3, Miss Julia Montes. Moving on with our Queen number 4, we have Miss Aliana Marie Abeliana. Tama ba? Abeliana? Aduana, sorry. It's Aliana Marie Aduana. Essentially correct, Aduana. So, ready ka na ba sa question mo? Queen number 4.
Yes po.
All right, here's your question. How do you define effective leadership, especially in the context of the LGBTQIA+ movement? Again, how do you define effective leadership, especially in the context of the LGBTQIA+ movement?
So the question is, how do I define leadership, especially in the concept of LGBTQIA+ movement? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the LGBTQIA+ are being discriminated, being marginalized in the community. For the LGBT to be the leader of the LGBT movement, they should possess what we call empathy. Because I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, if you have empathy, you have the willingness to lead the LGBTQIA+ community. And ladies and gentlemen, as far as I know, that if a person is gay and he searches for the Lord, who am I to judge? We shouldn't marginalize people by this. Rather, they should be integrated and accepted to our community. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Queen number 4, Miss Aliana Marie. Next, our Queen number 5, we have Miss Tony Fowler. Good evening, Queen number 5. How are you tonight?
I'm so glad and thank you for anchoring the show. You're such an amiable host.
Wow, thank you. It's an honor. So, here's your question para tuloy-tuloy na tayo. Yes, ang ating online spinner. All right. How can we encourage more businesses and institutions in the Philippines to create a safe spaces for LGBTQIA+ individuals? Again, how can we encourage more businesses and institutions in the Philippines to create safe spaces for LGBTQIA+ individuals?
Good evening, honorable panel. In terms of competitiveness, of course, and your qualification, what's in between your legs is definitely not mattering at all. So to encourage a lot, I should say this question has been long overdue, or should I say, I humbly say, it's an obsolete thing because all of the BPO companies, mostly of the heads, so that ang mga namumuno doon, basically, the leaders there in call center are mostly from the LGBTQIA+. And in terms of business, it's because of our innate talented skills and the heart that we gave into whatever things that we do, then definitely we put art and the ability to be competitive. So it's that easy by saying like this, specifically, a Filipino LGBTQIA+, kayang-kaya yan. Mapaparlor hanggang advisor ng mga politician, magagaling ang mga katulad namin. Bakit? Ika nga nila, it may sound cliche, we have a dual combination. We knew what's the fact of being a woman and the emotion of a man. And then when you combine it together, then definitely we have this ability to encourage everyone. After all, business is a matter of how your strength and your qualification it to mitigate in every capture of the situation of a business. And listen to this, mostly of our successful businessmen and businesswomen nowadays look on the online and even at that. Behind those is a secret. All of them are secretly a successful LGBTQIA+ businesswoman. We can do it. It's the way how you encourage. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Queen number 5, Miss Sonny Fowler. Next, we have our Queen number 6, Miss Arboni Gabriel. So good evening, Queen number 6.
Magandang gabi po, Porak, Pampanga. Magandang gabi po.
How can the LGBTQIA+ community encourage more young people to take on leadership roles? Again, how can the LGBTQIA+ community encourage more young people to take the leadership roles?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 words that I always prioritize. And I think these 3 words help me to encourage more young people to take on leadership role. Just by being brave, ambitious, and victorious. Brave because I have been an advocate of the rights of the LGBT person. Ambitions because I have been a diplomat of myself and epitome of the word louder. And victorious. I have to pick up the rocks that were once thrown at us and use it to build that empire that I'm going to rule. And I'm not just a beauty queen standing here in the front of you, but I am a student leader who is infinite, limitless, and has no boundaries, who pledged to serve lagit-lagi para sa bayan, sa Diyos, at sa mga kabataan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Queen number 6, Arboni. Next, we have our Queen number 7, Rabia Mateo. Grabe ang tangka ni Rabia. So good evening, Ms. Rabia.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Is this your first time here in Porac?
Yes, it's my first time here in Porac, Pampanga, but I raised here in Pampanga.
Here in Pampanga. We're in Pampanga, Miss Rabia.
Angeles City.
Angeles City. So welcome po sa bayan ng Porac. Ang, of course, culinary capital ng Pampanga. For sure, natikman mo na ang food ng Angeles, ang sisig ng Angeles. Alright, so here's your question. Ayan. So, Ms. Rabia, your question is, what advice would you give to someone struggling with self-acceptance as an LGBTQIA plus individual? Again, what advice would you give to someone struggling with self-acceptance as an LGBTQIA plus individual?
Thank you so much. First of all, I will tell to that person who's struggling to accept this, being an LGBT, I will tell them that being LGBT, it's very hard because there's a lot of discrimination that you will be faced. But don't worry. You just need to do is to accept yourself and believe in yourself. Why? Because no one will do that. If you don't accept yourself, who will gonna do that for you? Only yourself. So my dear, don't worry. In this world, there's always inequality. And always remember, in the eye of the God, we are all equal. So just keep believing yourself and fight for your rights. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Queen number 7, Ms. Rabia. Next, our Queen number 8, we have Loiza Adalo. Wow, good evening, Queen number 8.
Good evening po.
Same this a question. This is your first time here in Porac?
Yes, this is my first time in Porac and sobrang saya ko po dahil ramdam na ramdam ko po ang mainit na pagtanggap at suporta niyo po sa aming LGBT community. Marami pong salamat.
Likewise, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Thank you. So here's your question. Ayan na. Alright, ayan. Letter empowerment. What can you say about the word empowerment?
Wow, empowerment. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of us can be empowerment in our very own way. Dahil kahit ikaw ay lalaki, o kahit ikaw ay babae, or even part ng LGBT community, tayong lahat ay pwede maging isang magandang halimbawa o role model sa ating mga sarili kung alam natin kung ano ang purpose natin at kung ano ang kahalagaan natin, bakit tayo nabubuhay dito sa ating mundong ibabaw. And I am empowerment each and every trans youth community in this society to come out and to voice what they want and to voice what advocacy they want. And I want to encourage each and every one of you to be empowered yourself and to be the best version of yourself. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Queen number 8, Ms. Loiza. Next, our Queen number 9, Ms. Pia Wordsback. Good evening, Ms. Pia.
Good evening din po.
So ready ka na ba sa question mo?
No choice. I'm ready.
So here's your question. All right. How do you think mental health issues in the LGBTQIA plus community are currently being addressed in the Philippines? Again, how do you think mental health issues in the LGBTQIA plus community are currently being addressed in the Philippines?
Thank you for that wonderful and interesting question. Kung mapapansin niyo po dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas, lalong-lalo na pag sinasabing miyembro ng LGBTQIA+, yung iba nadidepress na dahil sa sobrang dami ng problemang iniisip nila. Yung iba tinatakwil ng mga bagulang imbis na suportahan ang isang katulad naming LGBT na tanggapin dito sa ating lipunang ginagalawan. Para sa akin, napakahalaga na magkaroon tayo ng napakasiguradong mental health na kaya nating gawin sa ating mga sarili, na kung saan simulan natin ito sa ating mga sarili upang masolusyonan yung mga problemang kinakaharap ng bawat isa. Sapagkat naniniwala po ako, kung magtutulungan tayo, dito sa ating lipunang ginagalawan, lahat po ng imposible, magiging posible. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you very much, Queen number 9, Miss Pia Wertz back. And last but definitely not the least, Queen number 10, Miss Andrea Brillantes. Wow, good evening, Miss Andrea.
Hello po.
Grabe, alit ang boses ni Miss Andrea. So if you don't mind, how young are you, Miss Andrea? 18 or 19?
Actually, I'm only 12 years old.
12 years old lang. Alright. So ready ka na sa question mo?
Apo.
Opo. Alright. So here's your question. Wasak. Boses ni Andrea. Okay. What steps can schools, community, and the government take to address the mental health needs of LGBTQIA+ individuals in the Philippines? Again, what steps can schools, communities, and the government take to address the mental health needs of the LGBTQIA+ individuals in the Philippines?
Thank you very much for this very interesting question. Ladies and gentlemen, what steps can school communities, the government, take to address the mental health needs of us LGBTQIA+, especially the Philippine government? I always believe with many problems comes the best, which is mental health should be the priority. Schools should inculcate within their subjects what we call gender sensitivity so that they will fully understand what we go through as an individual, what we call gender dysphoria. Kung ang mga estudyante maiintindihan ng pinagdadaanan ng isang LGBT mula sa pagpapakilanlan niya sa kanyang sarili, sa pagtatransition bilang isang trans woman o isang trans man, then they would fully understand as adults and will become equal-headed. If they would be the future of the country, then definitely the whole Philippines would be an amazing place where open-mindedness and people will not practice the lack of equity or the equilibrium of peace. I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, that the government should also inculcate this within their laws. Because yes, every single law in the world, even here in our country, would always say that everything is equal. However, equity is not greatly practiced in the Philippines. Why do I say so? I am a graduate of education, but I am unable to teach in school laboratories because they would say that my hair is too long. But if they would practice and see through my gender and see my talents and my intelligence, then they would know that I am more than just a trans woman. I can be the future of this country. And I believe that that should be the basis of our laws, of our schools, of our subjects, to inculcate every single individual, whether if you are LGBT, as long as you know how to respect everyone, whether they come from my community, whether they are rich or poor. Hindi mo titignan kung sino at ano at saan galing. Basta tao, deserve nito ng respeto katulad mo. Maraming salamat po.
Our third category for tonight's pageant is the swimsuit competition. While our ladies are just so sexy, I'll make sure of that. Well, to all our ladies, good luck. And of course, I'm so excited to see all those sexy outfits and of course sexy wear, sexy swimwear definitely. So, trans fans, enjoy watching. Hello to all the people watching trans fans right now. this sexiest. Mikay Bautista. Well, hi Mikay.
Hi, Transfans. Hi, watchers.
Well, you know, your video that was posted just a few weeks ago, I believe last week, was very trending and a lot of views. So what can you say about it? I believe that was in Cebu, right?
Yes. Well, you know what? The pressure is on me because a lot of people were expecting me to be at the Hakot Award, but I'm just doing my best to be Hakot Award again.
Yes. Oh, speaking of Hakot Award, you've been a Hakot Award from the previous pageants, right? So how do you feel? I know that there's a pressure as you mentioned, but how does it feel that you're always the Hakot Award?
Well, I feel so happy because it's my pleasure. There's a lot of beautiful candidates, also sexy, and I am the one who was honored to be the best in swimsuit, best in costume, and all.
Well, I'm hoping that you're also our Hakot Award queen tonight.
I hope to. Pray me.
All right, well, Mika, just enjoy every moment. That's the key, right?
Bye. See you next episode, Char.
Oh, by the way, let's say hi to Soy for Girls. I believe that is Soy for Girls. That is Queen Bolong's group in Bangkok, Thailand. Hello, they're watching right now. And of course, to my mom watching, I love you, mommy. And to all the people that I know who knows me, I love you all.
Hi, Mama. Do I look good?
The last part of our pageant for tonight, which is the long gown competition. Well, this is the last point that our candidates will receive from our judges before we trim them into 5. So to all our candidates, good luck and give your best shot because this is your last chance to impress our judges. Good luck. Do you want to become our new trans content creator? Earn while creating your unique content. First, head over to www.transfans.com. On the homepage, click Sign In. At the lower part, hit Sign Up Now. Fill in your username, email address, and password, then hit Sign Up. Easy, right? Next, to become a creator, click on the profile icon, then select Become a Creator. Choose a category, then fill in the extra details like your date of birth, location, and phone number. Upload a fab photo of yourself, then select Become a Creator. After that, you will see a message on your screen, application submitted. Once approved, you can now start sharing and creating your amazing contents. See you, trans fans!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our official media partner for the Queen of Queens 2024. Maraming salamat, Trans Fans. Let's call on the official host and representative of Trans Fans, Mrs. Stacy Doroteo. Good evening, Miss Stacy,
Hi, Mr. Host.
and welcome back to Porac, Pampanga.
It's nice to be back, and we promise to, keep coming back.
And you'd like to give some, of course, background about Trans Fans.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Host. Well, yes, Mr. Host is right. Let me introduce to you what is Transfans. Well, Transfans specifically focuses on highlighting, appreciating, and celebrating the trans in the realms of pageantry. And we are a platform for trans content creators. That is why we have a website, which is the transfans.com. So if you're able to see earlier on the video, there are 2 steps for you to be part of our family, which is to sign up and click on Become a Creator. And you know what? I'm receiving a lot of tips from our website, and most of the transgenders as well who already sign up receive their tips. So if you want to earn an extra income, go ahead and be part of our transfans.com website. All right? And of course, I would like to thank, on behalf of my Transfans team, I would like to thank all the organizers for this successful event. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, to our organizers. Well, Mama Rufa for messaging me and for preparing me the Gordon Blue that I requested. Thank you so much. It's already there. It's already in the Tupperware. So thank you so much. And of course, for my gown tonight, thank you so much, Parker Collection by Jobert Parker, for my gown. Thank you so much. I totally appreciate it. So, trans fans here in Porac, Pampanga, if you're not able to follow and like our page, Trans Fans page on our Facebook, on YouTube, and of course on our Telegram, don't forget to like. All right? Well, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, people of Porac. Thank you, people of Porac, Pampanga.
Thank you very much, Miss Stacy.
Oh, I forgot. Well, if there will be Queen of Queens season 3 next year, or probably season 4. Oh, season 3 next year. Of course, trans fans will be there. All right? Yes, I promise that. See you, trans fans.
Thank you very much, Miss Stacy Doroteo, representative from our official media partner, Trans Fans. Thank you very much. Top 5 finalists, okay? Take the first spot, Queen number 5. Matika, Matt Santino or Tony Fowler? You're in sa ating top 5. Queen number 2, Yuki Ito. Joining our top 5 finalists is Queen number 7, Rabia Mateo. The 4th spot belongs to you, Queen number 10, Andrea Brillantes. And the last spot belongs to you, Queen number. You're right, Queen number 8, Loiza Adalo. And of course, to those who will make it to the final round, palakpakan naman po natin ang ating napakagandang kandidata for the Queen of Queens 2024. We have finalist number 2, Miss Yuki Ito. Palakpakan naman po natin. So yung ating po mga candidates, ilalagay lang doon sa soundproof room natin kung saan hindi nila maririnig kung ano may question and answer ni Miss Yuki Ito because we'll be giving them one same question. Okay? So Miss Yuki may answer again in, alam niyo na to, Tagalog and English. You will be given one same question. Alright? So, if i-flash din natin sa screen ang question. And your question goes like this. If you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not? Again, if you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not?
This is really a tough one. Because as someone who believes in Christ, as a Christian, I totally don't believe in reincarnation because I know that life is a gift and also it must come to an end, which is the death. But then again, if given the chance to be reincarnated, would I choose to be the same or not? Well, for me, I will remain the same. The Yuki that's standing in front of you have faced so many battles in life. I've been bullied. I've been questioned. Why is she joining pageant? She's not like the others. And yes, I can agree with them. I can agree with those people who think that I am not like the typical beauty queen because I myself believe that I am unconventional. I am different from them. And upon saying this, yes, I would choose to be myself because my mom gave birth to me, and that moment that she gave birth to me, she was very happy. And I would not let to ruin that emotion that my mom has come through. So I guess it's a matter of accepting yourself. Reincarnation will never exist in this world. But then again, for as long as you're living, keep going, do what makes you happy, be proud of yourself, no matter what other people might think or might say about you. Just be who you are. Because at the end of the day, there is no reincarnation, but God promised us life after death. So I will face God with all humility, and I will thank Him for the experience of beautiful and wonderful life I have been through in this world. In times like this, all we need to do is to be happy and accept ourselves for who we are. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much. Finalist number 2, we have Miss Yuki. Ito, palakpakan naman natin. Inumaga na tayo.
We're used to it.
Grabe, grabe. So, you ready ka na for your final question?
Oh, we have nowhere to go.
Alright, para ma-enjoy mo na yung food ng Kapampangan after this.
We do have to.
Alright, so here's your final question. If you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not? Again, if you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not?
It's very admirable to see a beautiful woman sitting there with green jacket. Hi, mommy. In regards with that, it really touches my heart. If given the chance, of course, in a reincarnation, of course, do I still have to choose being who I am today, the LGBTQIA plus community, or to be a straight man or woman? I have been dreaming, of course, of bearing a child, and I want to see my offspring, if they look like me, or they're wiser than me. One thing, I'd like to be honest. Though it's really a vulnerable life, having this sacrifices has been through, one thing, I believe that I would still be who I am today. To be a mother, to be a father, I knew it's very hard, the sacrifices. But here, standing in front of you, I am Matrika May Matmat Centino. I was born year 1975. I'm almost 50 years old. And the reason behind why I still continue joining this pageant, one thing, from generation and generation, I have that bird's eye view that it is imperative if wisdom, talent, and empowerment is given to you, you have to move on. And one thing why I'd like this, kahit ang tatay ko ayaw sa akin, dahil isa siyang retired soldier, isa lang pinatunayan ko. Ang sarap na napakahirap maging bakla, ngunit mas masarap dahil alam ng Panginoon kung bakit ako ipinasok sa katawang ito, samantalang may ibang nakaakda na sandata sa gitna ng hita ko. And that is why I'd like to say, standing in front of you, I'm just so very proud that I am a gay, but I've been joining beauty pageant for almost 3 decades. 8 sa mga kapatid ko na pagtapos ko sa kolehiyo. And I'm so proud why I'm standing here and with that. I know it's too hard because in year 1970s, 80s, and 90s, I would still stand with this. I don't know if 20 years still I'll be living, if God will give me the will to for this. Wala akong pakialam kung patuloy akong sinasabihang matanda ka na, mataba ka na. One thing, mamamatay akong bakla, mabubuhay akong bakla, masaya akong bakla, nahihirapan ako sa pagkabakla, ngunit babaklain ko ang buhay. It is because it's a beautiful life that God had given us. And in the end, I'd like to say to everyone, whatever your gender, orientation, and preferences, it doesn't matter. You know why? A life without a challenge is like omitting the word F in life. Because all of us, it will make just a lie. That is why we love challenges in life. That's true because when we challenge our life, regardless who you are or what you are, we begin to mitigate things from the inside. And that is why, sorry sa iba, kung gustuhin nyo man yung katanungan o kasagutan na sana lalaki siya. Nakita ko mahirap din. Sana babae siya. Nakita ko ang nanay ko, 11 kaming magkakapatid. Mahirap din. Wala akong nakitang bakla sa pamilya. Pero uulit-ulitin ko, hindi kasarian ang pinag-uusapan. Ano ka nga ba nung nabubuhay ka? Ngingiti ba ang tao sa tuwing nakikita at naaalala nila ang pangalan ni Matmat o ang numero 5 na kandidata minsan dito? Dahil ang malaking katanungan, if I will be be born or reborn or reincarnated again, over and over again, I will say, with all my heart, Lord, I will embrace whatever you gave me, because being a gay is simply giving happiness, and that is my purpose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finalist number 5, Miss Monica Santino or Tony Fowler. Good evening. So, how are you feeling? Nakapasok ka sa ating top 5.
I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling so nervous because yung mga nauna sa akin, napakagagaling ang mga legendary and I'm just starting. So, I'm so pressured.
Wow, palakpakan naman natin. Ready ka na for your question?
I don't have any choice.
Again, you don't have choice. All right. So here's your question. If you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not? Again, if you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not?
No time limit. Maraming salamat po sa isang napakagandang katanungan. Marahil sa pagkakataon pong ito, ako ay naghahangad na maging isang tunay na babae. Kung ako nga daw po ba ay may pagkakataon na may isang pagkakataon na may reincarnation ako, ano daw po ba ang pipiliin kong kasarian? Ang maging babae o ang maging lalaki o ang maging katulad ng pagiging LGBT? Well, sa panahon po ngayon, pipiliin ko pong maging babae dahil gusto ko pong maging magulang. Ngunit sa aking haba ng panahong pamumuhay dito sa mundo, aking napagtanto, bakit ko pa kailangan maging tunay na babae kung kaya ko naman maging magulang kahit ako ay miyembro ng LGBT. Kaya't aking pipiliin maging isa pa ring miyembro ng LGBT dahil ang aking layunin bilang isang miyembro ng LGBT ay iparanas sa mga bata ang tunay na pagmamahal dahil kagaya ng sinabi ko sa aking talento, ako ay kinalimutan at tinakwil ng aking pamilya. Kaya't nais kong mag-ampon ng isang bata nang sa ganoon ay maiparamdam ko kung ano ang pagmamahal, pagkalinga at pagtanggap na hindi ko naramdaman sa aking mismong pamilya. At lagi po nating pakakatandaan, itatak natin sa ating kaisipan na kapag tayo ay mag-aampon sa isang DSWD, hindi nila ka-questionin ng iyong kasarian kung ikaw ba ay babae o lalaki o miyembro ng LGBT. Dahil ang tatanungin nila doon, kaya mo bang palakihin ang batang ito? Kaya mo bang pag-aralin ang batang ito? At higit sa lahat, kaya mo ba nabigyan ng moral support ang batang nais mong kupkupin? Well then, therefore, in that case, gender is not a question to be a parent. Kaya mas pipiliin ko pa rin po maging isang miyembro ng LGBT dahil lagi po nating pakakatandaan. Ang LGBT is a perfect combination of man and woman. What can do a woman and man? Sometimes we can do better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Queen number 7, Rabia Mateo. Palakpakan naman natin. Grabe, how are you feeling nakapasok ka rin sa ating top 5?
Sobrang saya ko po na mapabilang sa top 5 and thank you for the panel board of judges for choosing me one of the top 5.
Alright, so ready ka na sa yung question? No time limit. Okay, so here's your question. If you're bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not? Again, if you're bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not?
Wow. Maraming salamat po sa isang napakagandang katanungan. Marahil sa pagkakataon pong ito, sa 21 years ko po na nabubuhay dito sa ating mundong ibabaw, nagampanan ko na po ang pagiging isang transgender. Naranasan ko na pong malait at ipaglaban ang aking sarili. At kung may pagkakataon po ako na piliin ang aking kasarian sa aking reincarnation, mas gugustuhin ko po maging isang tunay at ganap na babae. Bakit? Marahil sa pagkakataon pong ito, proud na proud po ako na sasabihin ko sa bawat taong nanonood ngayong gabi na ginampanan ko po ng napakabuti bilang isang transgender ko sa 21 years ko na pamumuhay dito sa mundo. Ako po ay naging inspirasyon sa lahat ng mga taong nanonood sa akin sa pang-araw-araw at higit sa lahat, kahit ako po ay bakla, ako po ay hindi tanggap noon ng aking pamilya, pero ngayon po ay isa po akong breadwinner ng aming pamilya. At sa pagkakataon na pong iyon, hindi ko na po hahayaan ang isang chance na maging isang tunay at ganap na babae. Bakit? Bakit po ba kami sumasali sa mga ganitong uri ng patimpalak? Bakit po ba kami nagsusuot pang babae? Simple lamang po, dahil gusto rin po namin maranasan na maging isang tunay at ganap na babae kahit isang araw lamang po or kahit sa aking pangalawang buhay. Dahil gusto ko pong maging isang mabuting ina, ang nanay na nagsisilbing tao or superhero ng aking buhay. Gusto ko pong suklian ang pagiging mabuting nanay na ginawa sa akin ng aking ina, na kahit kailan ay hindi dinaktahan ng aking pagkatao. Hindi ako tinakwil at hindi ako diskrimina. Kaya gusto ko po maging isang tunay na babae upang maranasan ko po kung paano mabuhay ng mapayapa na may pagtanggap, may pagmamahal at may respeto. At higit sa lahat, isusuklian ko lahat ng sakripisyo ng aking ina sa aking magiging anak sa kasalukuyan. Because remember, in what Mother Teresa once said, not every one of us can do great things, but a mother can do small things with great love. Thank you.
How are you feeling nakapasok ka sa ating final round?
Of course, I'm very happy. So I would like to thank the panel of judges for giving me the opportunity to be part of your Magic 5. And to everyone who's still here, maraming salamat po.
Yan, baka may gusto kong sabihin sa mga handlers and supporters when you're makeup artist.
I would like to thank Shaeng Galiares for my makeup and my hair, Kuya Marco and Kuya Jake for my gowns, myself for my costume, and so on and so forth. Transfans and Mocha. Thank you very much.
All right, so without further ado, Miss Andrea, here's your final question. If you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not? Again, if you were bestowed of the gift of reincarnation, would you choose the same gender identity that you have right now once reborn? Why or why not?
Thank you very much for this very interesting question. Honorable panel, there are certain religions in the world that believe in reincarnation. They believe that when they die, they become animals, cows or whatnot, because that is what they believe. So they believe that they should do good things in our life. So therefore, they are bestowed good things in the afterlife. However, in the question persists, if I am given the chance to be reincarnated once more, would I choose to be myself in this gender identity as a transgender woman, as a transgender mother? Why or why not? I believe that I have lived my life fully and 100% as a gay and as a trans woman. Because standing before you, I am a professional. So I will never be plastic with my answer. Bakla po ako. nagpapakababae. So therefore, I will choose, of course, to be reincarnated as a woman. Bilang isang totoong babae na nabubuntis at pwedeng magkaanak na sarili. Why do I say so? Because with all of the challenges and all of the learnings and all of the darkness of discrimination and being marginalized has been given and bestowed onto me as an LGBT member, that would make me a very intelligent and intellectual capacitated woman or a mother. Magiging matalino po kung isang nanay dahil napagdaanan ko na ang lahat ng hirap ng pagiging isang bakla patungo sa pagiging trans woman. Kaya kung magiging tunay akong babae, mapalalaki ko ang aking anak sa pagiging isang tama at marespetong tao. Because I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, we can always choose to be good as individuals. But then again, that thing of reincarnation is just a question. So the thing that I will do is just to become a good transgender mother to my young daughter. Bakit kamo? Because she will be the new generation. Because if I will teach that specific young girl on how to respect and give respect without looking at the physicality or the sexuality of a person, then definitely we would have reincarnated new generation of people who are open-minded. Dahil kung tuturuan mo ang isang bata at yung isang bata ay uuwi sa kanilang tahanan at yon ang gagayahin ng kanyang pamilya, it only takes one family to affect one municipality. One municipality to be the change of one country. And I believe if that happens, even if I am gay, whether if I am a woman, then definitely I believe that the good change for the Philippines is ahead of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Queen number 10, Andrea Brillantes. We begin with the Queen of Queens 2024, fourth runner-up.
Presenting the award for the Queen of Queens fourth runner-up is Kagawad Andy Malyari together with Mary Florence Toledo Casas. Fourth runner-up will be receiving a sash, a bouquet of flowers, a cash and a plaque and a crown, and a cash prize worth 5,000 pesos.
Queen of Queens 2024, fourth runner-up is Queen number 8. Loiza Adalo or Karen Montesino. Congratulations.
Queen of Queens 2024 fourth runner-up will be receiving a cash, a bouquet of flowers, and a crown. And to present the award, we have Kagawad Andy Malyari together with Mary Florence Toledo Casas.
Once again, Porak, our Queen of Queens, fourth runner-up. Let's give it up for candidate number 8, Loiza Adalo. Palakpakan naman po natin. I'll be now announcing the Queen of Queens 2024 third runner-up.
Presenting the award for the Queen of Queens third runner-up is Mrs. Elaine Tadeo together with Miss Nicola Francis Timpo. Third runner-up will be receiving a sash, a cash, a bouquet of flowers, a plaque, and a crown, and a cash prize worth 7,000 pesos.
Queen of Queens 2024 third runner-up is Queen number 10, Andrea Brillantes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the third runner-up will be receiving cash, a sash, and a plaque. And our Queen of Queens 2024 second runner-up.
Presenting the award for the Queen of Queens 2024 second runner-up is the Chinese Florida Shawson together with Anime Nico. Winner will be receiving a sash, a plaque, a bouquet of flowers, a crown, and a cash worth 10,000 pesos.
Queen of Queens 2024 second runner-up is Queen number 2, Yuki Ito. Once again, Boraqueños, our Queen of Queens second runner-up is Yuki Ito. Palakpakan naman po natin. And ladies and gentlemen, representing you, our last two candidates. It's a battle between Queen number 7, Rabia Mateo, and Queen number 5, Tony Fowler. May we have the presenters, please?
Presenting the award for the Queen of Queens 2024 first runner-up are Mrs. Evelyn Mercado, Mrs. Crystal Pineda, together with Miss Mika Santos. First runner-up will be receiving a sash, a plaque, a bouquet of flowers, a crown, and a cash prize worth 15,000 pesos. And the grand winner of the Queen of Queens 2024 to be presented by Capitan Ronnie Mercado, together with Mrs. Ana May Libu, Mr. Kelvin Tristan Banalastas, together with Mr. Robsy Kia. Queen of Queens 2024 will be receiving a plaque, a sash, a crown, a bouquet of flowers, and a cash worth 20,000 pesos.
I'll be announcing first our official grand winner or the Queen of Queens 2024. So automatic po, ang hindi ko announce siya ang ating first runner-up. So without further ado, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our Queen of Queens 2024 is Queen number 5, Tony Fowler of Matmat Santino, and Queen of Queens first runner-up is candidate number 7, Rabia Mateo.
Presenting the award for Queen of Queens first runner-up is Mrs. Evelyn Mercado, Mrs. Crystal Pineda, together with Mr. Mika Santos. First runner-up will be receiving a plaque, a sash, a bouquet of flowers, a crown, and a cash prize worth 15,000 pesos.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and guests, we give you Boraqueños, our Queen of Queens 2024, as no less than Miss Matrica Matmat Santino.
Presenting the award for the Queen of Queens 2024 we have Kapitan Ronnie Mercado, Kelvin Tristan Manalastas, together with Ramsey Kia, and of course we have Miss Acer Valencia.
And to our QRTs, ating quick response team, thank you very much. Once again, friends, the Queen of Queens 2024, we have Queen number 5, Miss Matika May Matmat Santino. Congratulations, may we invite all our top 5 winners for a group picture taking closer, girls. Maraming salamat everyone for coming. This has been the Queen of Queens 2024 Season 2, and this has been your host, Mr. Yancy Puri Salalila, saying good night and happy fiesta. Dakal pong salamat.
Yaman na. Listen po.
At this point, maybe